All right, everybody, this is Bobby Gaines trying something new. This is a post-Christmas rant. Now, for years, I've done the post-Halloween rant where I come home after Halloween and just kind of talk about my night and everything. But, yeah, this year, and I don't know if this will last, but I wanted to do kind of a wrap-up on Christmas because I spent so much time talking about it and doing things with it that I wanted to kind of just address the situation after the fact. And I don't know. The reason I don't do a post Christmas rant is probably because I'm going to end up talking about the same thing every time, which is what I'm going to talk about now, which is kind of this whole thing with Christmas and how it builds up over the course of a few months, a couple months or whatever, and then it just kind of goes like off a cliff. Like I'm just talking about retail stores and how you can't get away from Christmas from November on, and yet December 26th rolls around and everything's gone. It's almost like Christmas never happened. And as a kid, when Christmas ended, it was kind of, I don't want to say devastating, but it was kind of sad. I would actually cry. I'd be sad for a few days because, I looked forward to Christmas every year. And when you're a kid, a year seems like an even longer time than it is. Like, it really felt like Christmas was gone forever every time it left. And, now that I'm older, I don't feel the same sadness when it ends, but there is sort of you still kind of miss it a little bit. But at the same time, I guess a lot of people ask me why I start Christmas so early, and I always give them the same answer. Well, if they even bother to ask. I do Christmas early, and I do it often because I don't know how long I'm going to have to do it. And what I mean by that is I don't want a Christmas season to ever go by where I regret not giving it everything I have. In other words, I don't want Christmas to come and go and say, kind of wish I had done that, or kind of wish I had seen more of that. I like driving around, seeing the Christmas decorations. I like hearing the music on the radio. I like the Christmas movies. All that stuff that annoys other people, like, I really love it because it's even with all the stuff I do, it's such a minute part of life. Like, it's such a small fraction of what you do the rest of the year. Christmas, that is. Even if you spend a couple months on it, that's only 1/6 of the year. The rest of the time, you're still doing whatever. And, now we get into that part of the year that is kind of, boring, which is January. January, God, I can't even think of a great January. There have been some good Januaries, but I really can't sit here and tell you, oh boy, January, there's really nothing there. And there's not even really much there in February or March. It's really not until April that you start getting into something, but I'll talk about that later. I do want to touch on this Christmas a little bit, and obviously this Christmas was incredible. And I mentioned this a few times, how it wasn't necessarily about Christmas Day itself, although that was certainly awesome as well, but it was about all that time leading up to it. And just that enthusiasm that I carried through, and that is rare, believe it or not. I know I go nuts over the holidays every year. I look back at videos. Even sometimes I think, that Christmas was just okay. And then I look back at the video and I'm still losing my mind over it. So every Christmas has that feel to it. But this Christmas, just more so than I can remember, just consistent joy from October on. I can remember buying some of the stuff for Christmas Central right here, some of the new stuff like the Penguin Race, the Carousel. I remember buying all that and just like plotting in my mind. It all seemed so far away, It all seemed like, oh, when I put Christmas Central up, I'm going to do this and this and this. And, sure, slowly but surely I did all of it. I put everything up the way I wanted it. I put all the lights up, the tree, the train, stuff downstairs, everything that I had in my mind and then some, I ended up putting out here step by step, and it really was a gratifying feeling, and I was glad to have it done when I did because, now Christmas is over, so, I got to enjoy it for a long time, and that's really what Christmas is about, is just kind of savoring that moment, because you still don't get it that long. I know when you hear Christmas music on the radio all the time and all that, you get kind of annoyed and think, when is this going to end, but you know what? It doesn't last that long. It really doesn't. It'll be March before you know it, and we'll all be waiting for the snow to end here in Connecticut, and we'll be kind of just blah. There's kind of a blasé feel about January and February in Connecticut, for the most part. Sometimes if you get lucky and you have a nice winter, or even if, anything remarkable happens, then it's good, but otherwise, I went to Walmart today, which is where I used to get a lot of my Christmas stuff, and not only is the Christmas stuff gone, but there's a giant Valentine's Day display. Like, giant. Like half the store is pink. For Valentine's Day. In December. I guess I know how everyone else feels about Christmas now. Valentine's Day has a fairly limited market, I would think. At least, for now. Who's preparing for freaking Valentine's Day. Even if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend right now, they might break up before February, and then you just wasted your money buying something in December. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, Valentine's Day is certainly well and good, but not really much of a place for it. Not that much where you need to make room for it 2.5 months in advance. But I digress. Christmas was a lot of fun. You notice that I'm putting the post-Christmas rant online before Christmas itself, so I'm not going to reveal too much about what Christmas was at Nani's this year, but obviously it was a lot of fun. Also, my birthday party was a ton of fun. I am very much looking forward to getting that video out, and I hope to do so in early 2017. But for right now, it's been kind of a busy week. It's been a busy month. It's been an awesome year. And I hope that you've had a great year as well, because that is the other part of Christmas and the post-Christmas wrap-up that I like, is that the week after Christmas leading into the New Year is kind of just a week to relax and kind of just reflect on the year. I mean, it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to have any other big memories for the next 4 days of 2016, but it was a great year this year, and I'm going to talk about it in a future rant, but this is the time, and with everything that happened with Christmas, just to kind of unwind and just kind of take inventory of what you have and be thankful for it. So again, I encourage everybody to do that, not just at Christmas, but all year round. Just kind of be thankful for what you have and how you have it and who you have, and just be happy about that, and just kind of live. I have a different attitude during Christmas. I freely admit that. Like, a lot of stuff that would bother me other times of the year doesn't at Christmas. Like, I just feel like there are more important things in life than, not getting my way a certain time or things like that. That I'm sure will aggravate me next year, even though I always say I'm going to do better and not be so selfish and not be so this or that. Stuff will still get on your nerves, but during Christmas I kind of put that all aside for a couple months, because why not? I have grudges and stuff that just don't mean that much, because right now it's just a time to love everybody. And then you can hate them later. You can hate them all. You can hate the hell out of them. But for now you can have Christmas and New Year's and just kind of relax. This is Bobby Gates. This is my post-Christmas rant after 2016. Another great holiday. A holiday that it's hard to even believe this, or hard to even say it. It's trending upward. I mean, and this is a holiday that's always been spectacular, but I was thinking about it. Since Christmas 2012, now Christmas 2013, in my opinion, wasn't as good as 12, but since then, Christmas 14 was better than 13, 15 was better than 14, and 16 was better than 15. So the holiday seems to get incrementally better every year. And again, I see no reason why that won't continue, but for right now, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from Christmas and all of it. But I had a wonderful time. I really did. I gave it my all. Everybody knows I gave it my all. I got my friends all kinds of gifts, and I received a lot of things, and it was just a complete awesome experience. It's completely what it's supposed to be, and as weird as it sounds, it's not always like that. I know I do a good job of making every Christmas seem like it's paradise, but I mean, it's not always this good. Christmas 2016 was something truly special, where like everything went right, and I try to hold on to those moments, because you don't know how many you're going to get. So having said that, I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and sincerely thank you all for watching my videos this past year. It's been a blast. I've really done a lot more than I thought I would in the beginning of the year. I thought I would do some things, but I really did even more than that. And it's been a lot of fun to do it. I don't get anything out of it, but it's just kind of fun to do this for once in a while. So, again, thank you all for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I will see you all in 2017. This is Bobby Gaines saying good night.